Hey, now Porter got an eye like an eagle, sworn to save the life for the prophet of the Lamb. Many men are lying under 6 feet of ground, far from the smoking gun of modern day. Hey, now Porter got an eye like an eagle.
I'm going to explain something to you. Not explain, but explain. What I'm going to explain to you is that people have a right to their opinions. We put up one today, written by one of my writers who goes by the name of I Bleed Orange. He's fairly conservative. He's a Mormon. And he has some things to say about Joe Biden. You can read it. I'm going to put the link in this video so you can read the article. And I got someone wrote me and said, how do you, he said some good things about President Trump. How do you support a man that lies every time he opens his mouth? Well, the way I do that is I hardly ever put my actual political beliefs on my stuff. Now, I'll hint and all that kind of stuff, but the thing is, the way the butcher shop is lined up is we have many staff writers, and whatever they write, other than correcting a little punctuation here and there and separating paragraphs, I don't interfere with their opinions because we all have opinions. Okay? See, that is what's wrong with a lot of liberals and some conservatives too, is my opinion rules, you need to shut up because I'm right. It don't work like that. That's what's wrong with your government right now. Okay? That's an aisle down the middle of Congress, not a wall. They're supposed to reach across the aisle and cooperate with each other. They're supposed to, Trump wants a wall, Nancy Pelosi wants open borders. Trump says, if you'll give me 100 miles of wall, I'll approve this or that for your district where you're from in California. She mauls it a little bit. The way it's supposed to work is, okay, I'll give you 100 miles, money for 100 miles of wall, and you give me a new water aqueduct in LA. They shake hands and part friends. Neither one got exactly what they wanted all the way, but we move forward. We're not moving forward anymore, folks. We're not moving forward anymore. Everybody's got an opinion. Now, you got 2 new words to put in your dictionary, explain and pinion, all right? This country is falling apart. We are at a civil war. Y'all don't want to admit that. We got, from what I understand, the BLM is going to roll into Austin today and take over downtown. I'm waiting with buttered popcorn with enthusiasm to watch that one, okay? And when it's over, you North Carolinianos can take a look at what we in Texas do and say, make a note to self, you know, because we're going to show you how to handle BLM. Anyway, another thing is the big news of the day. Believe it or not, I have an Alexa over here, and every morning I say good morning, and Alexa reads me the news from all the news sources, from CNN to Fox, everything. And I put it in a big stew pot and mix it up and see what comes out on top. I think the only thing I heard about the coronavirus today was some school in Mississippi had 9 cases and they panicked and all that, but they kept schools open, and that was a very big deal. Okay, now that's because the story's running dry. All right, and I'm not even going to go into the numbers. It's useless. Okay, if you get numbers from one news source of what's going on and numbers from another news source of what's going on, you're going to get 2 different sets of numbers. It's going to happen in your world. If we use math like that with NASA back in the 70s, we would have never got to the moon. We've been lucky to get a flight out of Houston to London with that kind of math, okay? It's all gone crazy. This whole thing with this coronavirus, and I'm not saying, I'm not even going to get into the mask argument, okay? I'm not even going to get into it. It's just asinine. People are getting sick from whatever's in the air. And this Fauci fellow says, if y'all wear a mask, you might be better off. Oh, it's a communist plot. It's a communist plot. I'm not wearing a mask. It's not in the Constitution. Okay? That's called the Darwinian principle of thinning out the herd right there. You talk about herd? Yeah, there you go. Anyway, and now the third to talk about for a minute or so is TikTok. People are catching the virus. We're not going to get our stimulus check. Everything's going to hell. BLM's going to burn down the White House. All that. What's the news story of the day? TikTok. A bunch of little teenage girls might get their diddle-diddled on TikTok, so Trump wrote an executive order about TikTok. No, that's your world. Portland burned to the ground, but TikTok is the order of the day. Order of the day. Are you beginning to wise up? Are you beginning to see while you're hiding in your house with your mask on? Are you beginning to understand? Maybe just a little. I ought to be president.
Hey, now Porter got an eye like an eagle's horn to save the life of the prophet of the Lamb. Many men are lying under 6 feet of ground, far from the smoking gun of modern day.